What if Ronaldo was born in Mushi or Messi born in Kaduna? What would be their chances for success? Would they be the world's greatest footballers that they are today? What if Bill Gates was born in the medieval England, where you had all this concept of the Elizabethan chain of being that suggests that your station in life is divinely ordained? So if you were born into the home of a slave, then you were designed by God to be a slave. That is what they thought. In fact, if you were born into nobility, to the House of Lords, it's assumed that that's how God wanted it to be. It was fixed. It was so fixed that any attempt at social mobility was looked upon as an abomination, as a taboo to be resisted. It was impossible to move on. Thank God that the Renaissance happened. If Bill Gates had been born in those eras, would we have all the breakthrough technology that Microsoft has pushed out today? We need to be grateful for all the years of evolution, all the years of change that has happened in the lives of human beings, in our social environments. The sacrifices the forefathers put in place, especially the right ones, to make sure that the next generations are able to survive and succeed and become everything that God has designed for them to be. Your station in life is not fixed. In fact, today, the opportunities for wealth and success are so democratized and even to the point that if you are broke, bastard, or both, that is a choice that you made. So if Ronaldo or Messi had been born locally, would they have succeeded? Then for that, to answer that question, you have to now look at the background upon which they succeed where they are today. Environments that empower, community that support you, a system that recognizes playing football as a career path. You see, the point is we have to make up our own minds what we want, and then we make up our beds. Because the truth of the matter is, the mind is such a delicate thing. It is very elastic. It can shrink and wrap itself around a small idea, or it can expand around a big one. And the moment the mind has been stretched over an idea, it cannot return to its former dimensions. It is no longer what it used to be. I realized recently when I visited an auto parts market in Lagos called Ladipo, I wanted to get the spare part, and then I saw all of these thousands of young people scattered all over the place, all of them looking desperate and despondent. Nobody was smiling. Everybody was looking to earn a living. And I realized that it's impossible to be able to take a man out of his financial situation until you take his mind out of that environment. Because so long as his mind is wrapped around the small idea of survival, you cannot move him. Imagine going to that market and discussing the fourth revolution, discussing a McKinsey report about how 120 million people are migrating every week to urban areas, creating a new block of wealth, and discussing all of those ideas. I would come across as funny. I mean, as unrealistic, as unpragmatic. What are you talking about? People trying to put food on the table and survive, and you were talking about some McKinsey report. So the truth is, so long as we let our people to fester away under the African sun, and their minds are not captured, we're going to lose them. What if we created an environment? What if we created schools that we empower the minds of young people and expand the vision of what is possible, so that when they come out of the community and they come into school, they begin to see a whole new vista of possibility out there? What if they wake up and decide to make things different for the next generation by choosing to do the right things today, by putting the right structures and systems that empower people to become everything they want to be? That is why you see sometimes when people start to get more comfortable, they get out of the low income areas and go to places where they have people with the same mental equilibrium. Why is that so? Because when you stay around very poor people, everybody comes around you with a dependency mentality, with a give me attitude, a mindset. And you cannot strengthen the weak by weakening the strong. we have to come to a point where we're able to get our minds out. What if this happens? What if you evolve? Abbaly.